Much for choosing Isango Star, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to African Youth Time. African Youth Time, your show, our show, which you can watch every Thursday at this time up to 8:15. And this evening, I have my audience. They are all already there. I have only my guests. And today, this evening, we're gonna talk about her. And our topic is the inspiring journey of Madame Diane Mukasahaha, founder and CEO of DICAM. Madame, good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Are you okay? I'm fine.
Okay.
As I say before the show, my name is MC Jig Blue. That is my name, and it is a pleasure to have you in this show. People were asking about you, and me myself, I wanted to discover you. Who is Madame Diane? So in this show, we have many topics, many segments, or no topics. In French, we call it a rubrique. So, and the first one, we're gonna talk about your childhood. So you're gonna tell us, and because many people are watching now, a lot of people, they are watching now this show, and they want to know you. They want you to inspire them. Get my point?
Yes.
So our audience, can you clap for you guys? Welcome. Thank you so much to be with us. So the first question I have always asked is, could you tell us about your childhood, where you grew up, where did you grow up, and how would you describe that period of your life? We are talking about your childhood.
Okay, thank you so much. Talking about my childhood, I would even start by talking about me now and then go back to my childhood.
Yeah.
First of all, as you see, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, and I'm a daughter. So
all of them in the same time?
Even a friend, a mentor.
Oh.
Yeah, because I choose to be someone of people. My childhood is just the backbone of who I am today, because I was raised by a mother who is a hard worker woman. She was a teacher and my father was a businessman. So I have both a teacher and business side. My family was a moderate family with values. So I just keep insisting on the values because those values that I got from my mother and my siblings, as I told you, I was raised with 8 girls and 1 boy. So my social life was just sharing bed, sharing food, sharing everything with my sisters. So this is why I can just stand and say I'm a social person. I'm someone just who can just share whatever I find good and best for people. So from my childhood, I really keep watching me in that situation as a young girl, just striving to be the first in school, striving to compete with others to be the best she could be. So this is just my childhood, if I may say in summary. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So another question, we are talking about the first rubric, and the second question, it is about as a child. Did you already have a dream or passion for entrepreneurship when you were young, very young, as a child? That's a passion came from that side?
Actually, I can't say it was a passion for being an entrepreneur, but I feel now, when I was a child, when I was a young girl, I was just with a team of other people when I was at school. I was every time I was just find myself in a position of just be the best I could be. So entrepreneurship was coming across the journey when I was just doing my studies. When at 21, I was having a pharmacy. So I was waiting to go to university. I don't know really why I choose to start doing business that time. Maybe it is because of my situation of my family. But I find myself, my entrepreneurship was in my blood when I was young, even if I didn't choose to go to study businesses, but entrepreneurship was in me. So this is what I can say.
As you say, first, your dad was a businessman.
Yes.
He's not the one who was inspiring you that time.
Because I started my business recently, 7 years ago, my journey, my career was not business. I didn't tell you that my studies, I went for nursing school, in secondary school and university. I just keep the same, the journey of nursing and public health. I was enjoying that period. I was enjoying that moment because I find myself even in a situation to complete my studies in what we call palliative care. And I was a good advocate for palliative care. It's the way people are just having a chronic disease and they don't have holistic care, and they need to be supported socially, emotionally, and spiritually. And my work was just to advocate to have morphine medication for pain control in the country, to advocate for national policy of palliative care. So I was more involved in health and in that domain of palliative care, which was new in this country. And it was a successful moment that time. I was doing same, even believe in that journey of public and the palliative care, till the day I met a lady just carrying a baby in her back and the fruit, avocado under the hot sun, and then say we don't deserve to this life. That situation of just being a public health and palliative care specialist and mother just planting me a seed of starting something that can just touch immediately women financially, because I was struggling as a national advocate for palliative care and public health with just waiting for donation. So waiting for donation, waiting for just support from just farewell was a challenge. So even a patient could maybe die, because as our country, you know that this country is doing our best to just to be better and better every single day, but you can't allocate a budget for palliative care for those one who are just end of life, while you have a prevention waiting for budget, treatment waiting for budget. So I was just in that challenge of waiting for donation, and I say I have to stand in the other position whereby I can sit in a chair of being a donor, someone who can just finance a project. And I was keeping searching and search, and find myself in a position of business. So this is the time I started Decam. And then you can just maybe talk more about...
We talk about Decam just after, because even our audience, they have a lot of questions about Decam. I know they are ready. And in this show, we have another segment, it's a new one. We call it African Youth Around the World. So there's 2 videos. There's some people, they are so fan of this show, they were so interesting about the topic, and they have 2 questions they're gonna ask you. So if Papa Emmanuel is ready, we can go with Miss Lulu. She's from Ethiopia, but she's living in Ghana. She has 2 questions, 1 question. And there is also Miss Gloria. She's Congolese from Brazzaville. but she's living in Togo. But they have sent two questions. They have sending two questions, and if Papa Emmanuel is ready, we can have those two questions, and then we shall come back in this studio for continuing with the show. Papa Emmanuel, let's go.
Bonsoir, je suis Kelina Flora de nationalité congolaise vivant à Pointe-Noire. Je souhaiterais partager mon point de vue sur le thème de la passion à l'entreprise. Depuis mon enfance, j'ai toujours été fascinée par la télévision, de l'image, l'émotion, la connexion avec le public. Ce n'était plus qu'un rêve d'enfant, c'était devenu une passion profonde. Alors, au lieu de laisser cette passion au stade de rêve, j'en ai fait un véritable projet de vie. Aujourd'hui, grâce à cette passion que j'ai travaillée, structurée et assumée, je suis une actrice de mon pays et je vis de ce que j'aime. Donc pour moi, c'est exactement cela, passer de la passion à l'entreprise. Transformer ce qui vous anime en une activité concrète, productive et porteuse d'impact. Alors ma question pour notre invité est la suivante. Qu'est-ce que, selon vous, fait qu'une passion devienne une entreprise durable? Est-ce le talent, la stratégie ou l'impact? Merci.
My name is Mulu. I am from Ethiopia, living in Ghana. My question to the guest is, how can African youth identify whether their the passion has real business potential?
All right, so thank you for Miss Lulu from Ethiopia and Miss Gloria from Congo, Brazzaville. Oh, all right. I don't know. Did you get the question of Miss Gloria? Okay,
about the passion.
About the passion, she was asking, how important do you think education is in achieving personal and professional success according to the passion? That's what the question of Miss Gloria from Congo, Brazza.
I think education is something that does awake our mind. We have already this mindset that need to be changed. I have observed in our mindset, especially for African youth, we still have that old mindset, the mindset just of waiting, mindset just of just receiving. And when you are not really changing that mindset of just feel like I'm the one just to just bring the solution of what I see. If you are observing any issue or just a challenge, you have to see, you have to think that you are the one, because you are the one who has the capacity of just discovering the challenge or the situation. So you are the one to be the solution. So when you are just striving, when you are just like pushing to get the solution of what you want to improve, it become already a passion. But the key I can just share with you, the tips I can just share with you is just consistency. You first of all know where you want to reach. You want to discover your puzzle. What you want to be in the future. You have to take time and just be clear of what you want, and just take big. Because you are young, and this generation is lucky. You are just in a generation of technology, so you don't have excuse, because you can just call and find all information you want just in a second. So, and when you have a clear mind of what you want to be in the future, you start and don't wait. You start immediately, and then just build on your puzzle. So passion just is good, but you have to be consistent and do things intentionally. Intentionally. Because when you just don't have any kind of vision of where you want to go and a big dream, whoever wants to just like to deviate your career will have the opportunity. So you have to stand firm on your position and your passion, and just it will be easy and feasible for you.
Can you clap for her, please? Thank you very much, Madam Miss Diane, Madam Diane, whatever. So let me go back again for the question of Miss Lulu from Ethiopia. She was asking, how can African youth identify whether their passion has real business potential? That's what the question of Miss Lulu from Ethiopia.
So in Africa, all are business potential because we are not yet made a plane, an aircraft. We are not yet, we still have a lot to do because we are just depending on importation of even basic of things we are using in Africa are just imported from Western and Europe and Asia and wherever. So in Africa, whatever you can do, the market is there. And remember that 75% of our population in Africa are youth, so our young generation. So we have energy, and I want to tell Mrs. Lulu,
Miss Lulu, yeah.
Miss Lulu, that whatever you can just like, but make sure that you have passion of what you want to do can happen, unless you are not keen on that. Let's say if you have seen like a situation of something that is not going well in Togo or in a country, in any country in Africa, it is because you know the best way of that thing, of that situation. So what you have to do is to start the process to reach to the best way of that situation. In that process, you can add on consistency, intentionality, and just try to have like a kind of discipline in whatever you do, and then you will reach there. So that can be a business, from the passion to the business.
All right.
Because you know the standard, you know the best way of the situation. So this is why you find that situation to be improved.
All right. Thank you very much. So I think it is your turn, guys. Let's start with Diane. Diane, are you okay? All right. So Diane, can you introduce yourself, please, and ask your question to Madame Diane?
Thank you so much. My name is Shemeka Dodivin. I'm a youth. I'm a member of Pan-African Movement. So my question is, as we are youth, we are planning to do our own businesses. So I want you to tell us like the challenges you are facing. There's something you go in the business, but there's something you didn't know before. So, and you, after reaching in the business, you say, I would like if there's someone told me this before I start my business. So can you tell us in briefly, what are the challenges that did you face with? Maybe for now you have done without challenges, but what are the challenges you faced in your business or become?
Nice question. I was about also to ask about the challenges you got when you are starting business.
Yeah, actually about DICAM is a garment manufacturing factory. We have around 400 workers in DICAM. So and DICAM is among 5 big factory in garment here in Kigali. And I still have a big ambition to have a textile factory that is making fabric and raw material in Rwanda. You can't just like avoid challenges. When you have a big vision, when you want to establish new things in a country or in a region, for sure you will just have different challenges. But when you are committed, when you have that focus, you will not move. you just learn that, you just like have that spirit of consider or take a challenge, like a new opportunity to learn. So different challenges I met, I can just like, there are so many, there are a lot. I can even like list some of them, like managing people. Managing people is a challenge because handling human being is really a dynamic. It's a dynamic. You can't just like describe someone just created by God as in a single way. Human being is a holistic person. People are social. People are emotional. People are physical. So, and handling them 100%, and just like waiting result from them 100%, it is not easy. So challenge I just encounter, I meet all the time, are related to handling staff, workers, just like have same understanding from myself and from their side. Every day I'm ready to fix challenge of just behavior, challenge of people who are not understanding me, people who I can understand, to just, these are big challenge I meet in my career in business. The other challenge is failure. How to deal with failure. We are just in a market where people are not used to use local made product. So convincing people with like behavior of just like old behavior. I used to call it old behavior because there is that culture of considering African made things cheaper and low quality. So convincing people that Africans are human beings, they are capable, they can make quality things like Europeans. It is a big challenge even now. So we are still in that journey, and it's a process. And what I do is just to evaluate the process is increasing or is decreasing. So if the process is increasing positively, I just keep the journey, but challenge are just all the time there.
So maybe I can add something about the question of Miss Divine. What did you learn about those challenges you got with your employment? So what did you learn about them?
What I learned is just human being, African women and African youth are capable. We can do better, but we are using our brain and our capacity at less than 10%, even 5%. What I can just repeat even now, women, Rwandese women and African youth are capable, but they don't know. We don't know how capable we are.
Can you clap for her, please? Thank you, Madam Diane. Thank you also, Ms. Divine, for your question. Okay, let's take Mr. Zen from Chad.
Yes.
How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, thank
Can
you.
you introduce yourself and then your question?
Good evening, Madam Diane. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Kuku Mamazin. I come from Chad. I'm a journalist, communicator, and development practitioner. So, Madam Diane, could you take us back to the beginning of your journey? How did your home-based workshop start, and how many women were you able to train in these early days?
Thank you so much. Actually, I didn't share one. Just the time is not enough to explain the whole journey of many challenges, many opportunities, and so on. But the journey started just at my home, whereby I told you I met a lady just carrying avocados with a baby in the back. That time I was also breastfeeding, and I was feeling the same as the lady. Even if I was driving a car, That one was just selling avocados under the hot sun. And in terms of health, the lady was just having like what we call postpartum syndrome for breastfeeding women as me. So I say, do we really deserve this? This is a life an African woman should just like live. What will be the outcome of the new generation? That baby in the back, just you know that normally kids should just run around for them to be able to grow, because when they stay in their back, they will not be just stimulated, so they need to run around. But for some African women, they just babies stay in their back like for the whole day. So if they stay in their back for the whole day, they will not just move on time. Even their mental, their brain will not grow normally. So I just think, what can I do just differently? What if I just start something that I can just say, work on the mindset of those women, and then they can just create decent job for them, rather than just like suffering, like I was seeing the lady. That time I started with 3 at home, and let alone because I like leading, because I find myself in a position I have to go back to read businesses, entrepreneurship, made in Rwanda, and so business like selling, trading, and so on. I just bring 3 of them at my home, and hire a trainer, someone to train them all the time, just at my home, to do excellency, to do the best they can, just to see if we can just do the quality that can match the imported one. So we started with dresses for our baby, because we're both in the same situation of just having babies. So we started girls' dresses. As we started the girl dresses, I was just like teaching them excellency, consistency, excellency and consistency and quality. And let alone like 3 months later, we find ourselves with orders of schools, and then we move on to a bigger place. I was still working for Minister of Health as National Coordinator of Palliative Care, but that was like a side business. After 1 year, I decided to move from my career and then just join them, to be able to teach them, to inspire them on excellency, as I told you, and then just to tackle, to penetrate the market. As I told you, whatever I do, I just go in a very serious way. I go just seriously. I don't just go in, I don't like to do things like in halfway. So I decided to leave my position and then join the business. And we started with 30 women. And now we are just providing to Rwanda. We are just exporting in Europe. We are providing to different, just we are making 10,000 pieces of clothing per day. We have our own factory in Masoro, in Kigali economic zone. So we are 400 workers. So this is now the come of the moment.
So, Madame Diane, I have a small question. How do you feel now after realize those goals, because it is a good achievement in your career? So how do you feel?
I was surprised last month where when I was chosen among the top 10 African business heroes. I was saying, oh my God, is this true? But I found that I have to keep doing more, because we still have gaps in Africa. We still have gaps. I have to demonstrate that women are capable. We can just innovate. We can just start something small, and just with our motivation, our commitment and involvement, we can just create or have like bigger and bigger just industry factories in Africa, owned by women. It's just today I feel good, I feel happy, but I still feel the need of keep going because I still find the journey is still long and I still have energy.
No, you're feeling you are starting.
I call it the chapter 1. The come now is chapter 1. The book is still just waiting more chapters to be written by me and you.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Before I give also Miss Sangwa Pia the mic, I want just to know what the meaning of Dikam, madam. If it's not a secret.
The meaning of Dikam, as I told you, I'm a family person.
Yeah.
I'm a family person. I want to demonstrate how someone can just have a family and a business. My family, my husband's called Kamanzi, and all my kids are called Kamanzi, and my name is Diane. So Dikam is D from Diane, Kam is from Kamanzi. My husband and my 4 kids.
Guys, so, I think you understand. Huh?
So I want to preach like a family is the key. So if you have a holistic and good family, you can just move to the sky.
So no, you forgot to mention this. That family must supporting you. That's one also very important.
I would even just like try to highlight that my husband was a banker, and now he left to support me. So I can't take it like for granted, because if someone just decided to just like to move from his career and to support your career, it's just like a commitment of just like love and family. So I just find it a good thing to appreciate, because when an African lady is supported, we can do more and more. So the CAM is still a chapter.
How many ladies I have that this night? How many ladies? There are only 2. Lady, do you understand? Yeah. You have to change your mindset. Huh?
Even we like, men should understand. Just you should support your wives.
You have to support your girlfriends.
Your girlfriend, yes, you should support them, and they can just make more than you believe.
If they are not yet married, so now you can understand some advice from Madame Diane. So you have to support your girlfriend. And those who are already married, so you have to support your wives. Okay. Miss Sangwa, welcome.
Thank you very much. First of all, okay, let me just say my name. My name is Sangwa Pia. Let me start here. First of all, I've been here so many times. Okay, I've attended a lot of times in this show. It has been a good time, but for the first time, I kind of feel like I'm in my domain. You know, and it's really nice. The thing is, I've always wanted to be a fashion designer all of my life. I've met a lot of complications, a lot of ups and downs. I have to say that for now, I'm still in my creative process. I create, but not as big as you. You know? But I am going there. So it makes me happy to see a woman who has made it. Because for me now, you're an example that I can make it. And I'm happy for that. And I'm really happy to be here and being able to listen to you and your journey. So the thing is, my question to you will be more of like an advice. So, is it an advice? No, not really. How did this shape you from coming from being a nurse? You know, even I do things that don't really associate with what I want to be. I know that for one day at a time, one at a time, you know, one step at a time. I will be there. I will get there. But
you will.
From being a nurse to being now this big woman who makes all this company, who has this company.
Big woman?
Yes, no, she's a big woman.
Yeah.
Because now I have to see her as an idol.
All right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
You get. So it's big for me. It's important for me to have this kind of guidance.
She has to inspire you very much.
Indeed. So, how did this journey shape you as a woman? do you think that it's easy or easy? No. Do you think that it's doable for someone like me? Okay, I feel like I don't have enough resources, you know. I wish I did, but how did it shape you? And what would you tell a person like me who is still struggling to get there, or who is still struggling to start up, you know, something, so that I can get at the same level as you someday?
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate the good question and insight you have. What I can just say is that I have that belief of being a special person. We are special. We are special because even if you are, when you are just like still alive, you have to know that you are a special person in this world because you are unique. I like to hear from our president where he used to just to come up with the new term, the new terminology, uniqueness, high table. So those things are really inspiration to many. So you have to think, you have just to be in that situation where you feel, where you just educate yourself that you are a special person. So when you are a special person, special, you will not respond to all invitations. Like for in nowadays, when someone just is calling you, can you come to my birthday? Can you come to my bride shower? You have to come to my thing and that. So you go and you go. So when you are responding to all invitation, you are not really a special person. So you have to stand in a position where you feel like you are the one, you are unique, and you have a big dream to fulfill. And that dream is only you who have to fulfill it. You may get support, but as an adult, you will not wait from your parent, you will not wait from government or from whoever, but you have you are equipped already. So when you have that kind of confidence, you have to search for competence, because confidence comes from the real confidence, because there's something that I used to call artificial confidence, where people just have like confidence without content. So you have to build, to learn every day, to educate yourself, to consider each day as like a gift from God, and use it properly. Use your time properly. When you use your time properly, you will just find yourself with new things, and those things will be aligned to your passion. Like for example, we have 7 days and 24 hours as our heroes have. So when we are using our time very well, in time of what we see, because our sight as our visual are just like feeding our inside. So when we are feeding inside bad food, bad things, so it means that we will not have enough competencies inside. So we need intentionally to expose ourselves to see, to hear good educative things every day, every single time. And those things, as we are proceeding in the process, we just try to align them with our passion, but make sure that each day, each time, you are just feeding your brain, your intellectual level, and then you will just use it in the future or just at the same time. This is what I can just mention for our younger generation. We need to feed good things in us, using our eyes, using what we see and what we hear. We need to expose ourselves. You can't dream what you didn't see. You can't dream what you didn't see. So you need intentionally to expose yourself, not waiting your parent. Nothing happened by itself. Nothing happened by itself. And chance done, I used to say, I don't believe in chance.
Yeah, that is true.
Chance is just like readiness plus opportunity. So when you're not ready, opportunity may pass because you need to be ready to accommodate opportunity. So opportunity could not fit in you because you are not ready. So you have to be ready by just feeding yourself good and important things.
Thank you, madam. Satisfied? Sure. Yeah, good. Thank you. So, Monsieur Kasim, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you okay? Can you take the mic, please?
I'm good, I'm fine, and I'm strong.
Very strong, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you. My name is Kasim. I'm from Tarama, and I'm film director, especially short movies and animation movies. And my question is, according to how we knew Made in Rwanda at the beginning, we used to think that it's not gonna last. This is something which is gonna come today and tomorrow it disappears. But now we see that it is progressing well. Where do you see Made in Rwanda in coming years? Maybe we think that maybe something will come and push it when maybe they allow people to sell these Chinese used garments and stuff. Do you think there will be a very big challenge will challenge you, or you think it will just proceed and make it out in coming years? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Made in Rwanda is a reality. Made in Rwanda is a reality. It has started. It will be happen. It has to happen. We have just involved ourselves in Made in Rwanda. We left our jobs. I was actually a national coordinator of palliative care. I was sitting in a hot chair just, and I left my job to join Made in Rwanda. So that means we are not really praying just like the name of Made in Rwanda. We are just we are committed, we are involved, and we are pushing. As I told you, since like 6 years ago, we were 30 people, and now we are 400. And I can just see different hospitals. They were importing all their medical clubs. I can see like big companies like Rwanda, they were just importing their uniforms and their corporate wear. And now we are just convincing them that we are capable. We are capable. We can just supply them. Also, Made in Rwanda is not only clothing. Made in Rwanda is just like some food stuff, different things that are just like happening, like construction material that are just like being manufactured here in Rwanda. So when we are just having all different Made in Rwanda used with ourselves, because we need just to be the first to use our product. And then when we are using our product, we be the one just to make them. So Made in Rwanda is just for us, and it is made by us. So we need to know that in our mind, no one else will just come from outside to use our product. I have a joke where people used to come to say, could you please give a job to my son, to my daughter, while you are just saying at the other side, I can't use Made in Rwanda. Made in Rwanda is low quality. You are the one who can't use Made in Rwanda, and you are the one who are seeking a job
for your son.
For your son. So when you are just using Made in Rwanda, just have that spirit of just your cousin, your siblings, your African people who can just need just job from Made in Rwanda factories. So this is why we need to support Made in Rwanda, because we are supporting ourselves. Also, we are avoiding this spirit of just keeping being consumers, but we have also to provide. In the even in Rwanda, when we are just like making winter jacket for Europe, we are just providing. Now we are giving to Europe because we are giving our handmade clothing. So that spirit of just like waiting for just a donation is just trying to be moving, just trying to be changing by Made in Rwanda. So this is why I just still advocating of just made in Africa, made in Rwanda. Let's use it because it is not just using made in Rwanda, it's just supporting our youth and our women and even our mindset of just being consumers all the time, but producers too.
Thank you so much. Kasimu is from Tanzania, yes. Zen is from Chad, yes. And Miss Divinesh, you are from Rwanda. Sangwa also, she's from Rwanda. Yes, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Can you introduce yourself, please, to Madame Diane?
Okay. Good evening, Madam.
Good evening.
Good evening, host. Good evening, everyone, and everyone listening. So I go by the name Paul Masambu. I'm Zimbabwean, and I'm a student at African Leadership University. I'm also a student ambassador there.
You are from Zimbabwe?
Exactly.
Good enough.
So personally, before I ask my question, I just want to start by commending you because I've often seen women stronger and a good resemblance. For example, when I look at my mother, it's not easy as a mother to act because of the barriers that may become as the gender, women gender. So I have a lot of questions, but I'll only ask one important. But I'll start by giving you context. I'm a founder. I'm a long-coming founder. I say long-coming because it took me time to find what I really have love for. I'm multi-talented, which is a blessing. At the same time, it's a problem because what I'm put to work on, I can give results. But the problem now comes to, am I liking what I'm doing? You understand? So I soon registered my company with RDB. It's a startup called Ecomas. So what we do is the passion behind is I'm a Pan-Africanist, and I'm also a part of the Pan-African movement. So what I've seen is I wanted to solve an African problem, but this thing has to be attached. So what I then did, I sat down, looked into all the problems, and I saw that there's an untapped market where people are just throwing away waste. But when I came to Rwanda, it was a different situation, and I really like how things are handled here. So my question now is, as a founder who has been long coming, I found my interest in trying to solve this waste and everything. I should also tell you the truth that it's not easy, especially in that market, because you're trying to solve what other people see as it's nothing. You understand? Of course, there are people who are trying to address the same problem, but what I would say is I recently started. It's convincing, and it's trying to show that there is future in it. But still, as a young kid, I think there's an element of being afraid. I don't know if you have ever felt it in your journey. I'm afraid. I don't really know who to talk to, where to go. You understand all those things. It's not just a matter, of course, resources, but it's a matter of guidance. Where do we see these things? Because at the end of the day, everybody has ideas, vision, but when implementing, that's what the question is to be. Do we have what it takes? For example, the guidance, and we have the vision. Is it supported by the right mind? I don't know if that question is clear enough for you to engage, but yeah, that's the question.
I want to know, you have a vision of creating something that's like e-commerce?
Yeah, Ecomas is the name.
Just like
Gcam, yeah, Ecomas.
And it is registered already?
It's already registered, exactly. So it's, the role of Ecomas is going to be at the intersection of climate change and, things like agriculture, where we produce and we have waste. So how we take, the proper ways of disposing this waste. For example, building biogas systems that convert some waste into energy.
Yes.
Exactly. For example, trying to change plastic into reusable products. For example, we can name it. So basically, that's what Ecomas is going to be doing.
Yeah, I think what I would advise, just being innovative is good, because your project is just a project that is with the time, because it is just in a situation where the world needs to hear those things of e-commerce. We are in a trend of our technology, and it is very innovative as you are in climate change. It's a good project, but you still have to know your numbers. You need to know your product against your market. What is your market? So you need to just have a kind of market survey to know your market in the details. What will be your market? What will be your customer, your client? what will be the end users of your product. Because at the end, when we are struggling with turnover, with just finance, you need to narrow or just to limit the waiting time of break even. So you need to have a quick just turnover, a quick return on investment. So because you need a quick return on investment, because you are not investing a lot, you need to have a clear knowledge and information on your market. So you have to have like a kind of information on your market. Who will be the end users of your product? Are they which location, which level, their levels, and then when you know your customer, and if they are not fitting with your product, you will just struggle. But you have to know where your product and your customer, because sometimes people could just go in a kind of artificial things, just in general, with general information, and just start project without knowing your product very well and your market and how your product is fitting in your market. You will just have an issue. But to me, I'm not really in that domain, but I can just like see it as a very innovative, but you need to dig to go further in your market, to go further in just in knowing better your market, your customer, your client. And investment is just wherever, as you are in a climate change, you need to have information on just on the ground, because there is a lot of people, key players, who want just to partner with those such projects, but you need to convince them, and especially with numbers. You need to know your numbers very well. Right. Your target numbers. Who are you targeting?
Very important. Thank you. Thank you for your question. Thank you, Madam, for all those explanations for our audience. So the time is gone also. Maybe the last question and an advice also for this young generation, young African who dream of starting a business but are afraid to take the first step. Which kind of advice would you give to them?
I would just tell them it is normal to fear, but start today, because what you fear is just like a failure, and failure is part of the journey. Whoever, even the big things, the big people you can just imagine, they also have same feeling like you. We all human being, and we are the same. But fear is the enemy of success. Fear is the big enemy of your success. So, and the waiting also is a big and bigger enemy of your success. So when you are waiting to start something, you will lose the focus. Even the enjoyment will change. So I would advise that if you have something, just relax, start, and don't fear. When it just comes that you encounter a failure, just take it as just like a step one of the next big step. So this is what I can just advise. But don't wait, start. Africa is just a clear ground. It's a good time for Africa. And that time will not last longer. Maybe it is today, and tomorrow we never know.
Yeah.
So let's start today.
Thank you. Thank you, Madame Diane Mukasahaha. Is this correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Thank you so much. Thank you, our audience, for participating in this show. Hope it's not the last time. I will see you next time, sure? All right. Thank you again, Madame, for your time, for all advices you give to us. It's very, very nice for me, the host of this show, and for all our audience who are watching this show. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this show of this evening. Hope you will be together next Thursday. let me wish you a good night. See you. Thank you.